This is my son, Raiyn. 5 years ago, he went in to Mass General Hospital for a simple 20-minute surgery. Was told he'd come home in 3 days. Well, he never came home. He was in intensive care for 3 months. 3 months my son fought to live. Never lost his mentality, knew everything that was going on. I think that's what hurts me the most, is knowing that he knew he was dying. At one point, he was ready to be moved out into a regular room. I never got a straight answer on what went wrong or what went wrong. I have all the medical records, but I've tried to read it and I just can't do it. I can't. I was told to get an attorney. I did, then I backed out because what good would it do? Bring my son back? It couldn't. But he was always on YouTube. He was always on TikTok. He loved people. He just loved people. Taught himself how to play the piano. Wrote beautiful poetry. And one day I walked into his room while he was in the hospital, and the nurses were all in tears, and I panicked. And I'm like, what's going on? And they're like, oh, he's just reading us some of his poetry. I miss him dearly. And the only reason that I go on to YouTube and TikTok is because of him. Because he wouldn't want to see me dwindling away. He wouldn't. And I try the best I can to keep his memory alive. I love you, Raiyn. Mom will never forget you. You're always in my heart. Please, people, if you have a loved one in a situation in a hospital, you fight for them. The doctors are not always right. You fight for them. You know better than anyone else how your child is. I know my son is in a good place because he loved God so much. And only after his passing did I realize how many people he had touched in this world. I was overcome when I was getting emails and texts from people I didn't even know, saying how much he had done for them, how much he had inspired them. One girl was thinking of committing suicide, and my son talked her out of it. That's who he was. And someday when I can, I'm going to start the rainy day fund to help people in need, because I know he would love that. Be safe, people. Be humble. Be kind to one another.